Hello, we have going to continue on our mandala snail. As you can see, we have completed this tentacle as well as worked on some of the dark purple areas. We are going to continue with that and hopefully finish that dark purple. This lovely green, which is another tentacle coming out for us. So we've got quite a bit of definition really going on here. This is the mandala octopus, and this is what he will look like when we are done. This is from Awesome Pattern Studios with Love. I got this on Etsy. They have quite a number of pretty cool mandala animals. This is just one of the many that they have. I went ahead and colored in our graph. As I have told you, we use the Crayola twistable pencils. These are really cool, work better than highlighters to keep track of what you're doing. They twist out, you can use them and twist back in. No fuss, no muss. But it helps us keep track of what it is we're doing. So we are going to, I already took out our dark purple, and we are going to go ahead and start with that. So we are going to put the two ends together, and that is going to give us our loop so that we can do our loop lock on our needle. We are going to lick and stick. Get our needle all loaded up here. Maybe, if depth perception allows. So, we finished off last time. Where did we finish off? Finished this part off here. And as we look, we gotta find some more dark purples that we haven't done. Let's see. Which might be hard because we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go here. We've got some pretty spaced out dark purples, but we're going to work on those one at a time, which will bring us down here, which is where we have another set that we can go ahead and finish up. We are going to start our first stitch here. Flip it over, find our loop, and lock it in. I'm gonna do one thing here real quick because I forgot to put the lid on my coffee, and that would be like really bad if that tipped over. Coffee and cross stitch, not good bedfellows. Unless you want a coffee stained fabric, which, you know, they've got tea stained fabrics that you can actually purchase. We don't want that tonight. So we're going to go ahead and do our first stitch of the night. It is in. Yes, that is accurately placed. And we are going to be bouncing all over because they are staggered in the center. These are the center of our little suction cups for our octopus. So we're going to be literally jumping down this tentacle, placing one here and there and everywhere. Hello, tree. How are you? Thank you for jumping over. Look, I need one more follower and I've got it. I'm so close. So we are moving right along with that. So we are going to continue with our stitching, getting our little center suckers going on here. I know. Well, I was so tired. I was up till 4 o'clock this morning. Um, I was stitching till on stream till 11, and then Goose came online at midnight, so I hung out there, and I did play some beats for the first time with Nox. I did very well, and I felt it very well when I was done. But that's okay. It's nice to know that I could do it. But as I thought would happen, um, that whole start with 5 minutes, yeah, that didn't happen. It was probably about 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. But then I stayed up till 4 watching and didn't really get too much sleep after that. So when it came time after Lynn left, I was fried. I slept really good afterwards, too. I'm getting low on my clementines, though, my cuties. I guess I'll have to order some. Okay, we're good. Oh, did you wake up at 12? Well, it just wasn't in the cards. That's okay. So as you can see, we got quite a pattern going on here. Just adding that purple made a big difference. My butler's telling me I need a drink, and I'm going to choose the tea because, well, frankly, I'm thirsty. And I know that that coffee's still really hot because I just made it. But I have my drinks all lined up over here so that every 10 minutes when my butler tells me I have to drink something, I can. Boy, where is everybody tonight? I'll tell you what. Oh, I'm not in my Discord channel. I guess I should probably do that first, huh? We had a Purple Soap came in and talked to me for a little bit the other night. I'm hoping I'll see my Ireland lady. Can't wait to ask her how she's doing on hers. She's doing this humongous Pokemon. It's all 5 generations of Pokemon. And when I say humongous, I do mean humongous. It's like over 5 feet. So it looks like we're going to do one here. And then this is the purple I didn't want to adventure to earlier because it was out in limbo, but we are close enough now. I think I could probably do it. It looks like 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Orange, 1 mauve, 2 purple, and then our first dark. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in from there. I really don't like it when I find issues. And that is a small issue. So I'm missing one here. Doesn't line up. But I found it. It's at the tail end. Not a big deal. So I am going to continue on with my stitching of my dark. So it looks like we have 9, 10, 11, 11 down. Sounds like a crossword puzzle. So it looks like a kind of slow Sunday night. I hope everybody is, I mean, I'm sure people will swing back around and watch the video later, so I hope everybody is out having fun, getting ready for bed, doing the work week thing, or maybe you're just playing games. I know, and I appreciate it. I don't think your grandma's in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Well, if you're not here, you're gonna make me feel guilty about that. I was so tired I would have fallen asleep on you. I was so exhausted. Okay, Mama Snail's here too. It's funny, it says I have 1 viewer. It doesn't know how to count, obviously. Lynn must be in charge. So we got the family affair thing going on here. Looks like I'm gonna have a little bit of ripping to do. I'll probably need to do that next. Okay, I stuck that just outside of the hole, so I made a new one. That's me blazing my own path. So that's up 3, and then we are going to do 6. Not yet. Well, I haven't seen anything. I wonder if I can see who the people here are. I'm sure Tree will know how to do that. Users in chat. Well, that's an interesting name. I don't know that one. But it's completely off from what the, it sounds like a woodworker name, let's put it that way, but I won't say it in case they just want to lurk. But it isn't Steger. You have to excuse me, it's a little warm in here. I even have the fan going on my legs, hoping to cool me off, so that you guys don't hear the blowing of the fan in my mic. And we're going to go until it's two below the top of this, and then we'll just continue to cross them out. And actually, that's all there is in this area. And sadly, oh, Tree's here, but Purple isn't here tonight. She said she wasn't going to be able to watch me tonight, and that's like, okay. Unless she snuck in. But I think we're going to have another piece of this dark purple. You're just not going to finish off. Yeah, it was a bad girl. I told Tree not to come over 'cause I was tired. So he's making sure that I know his plans got canceled. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this under and get a new piece of floss because we're just not gonna make it. There's no way I can get 5 more stitches with what I have. So we're gonna run it under at least 4, 5, or 6, however you feel comfortable. I only have 4 here, so I'm going to choose the 4. Oh, you hosted my stream. Thank you very much, Tree. That is awesome. I just need to get one more follower. One more. Is there not one more follower out there? Just one. Not for you. Then I'll have to come up with a new goal. So here's our single piece of thread, and we're gonna go ahead and pull that, get our accordion thing going on the back side, and then go ahead and wrap it up and put this back away. Your gamers are going to be wondering what the heck is going on with your stream. What's wrong with Tree? He's got some lady up there with thread and a needle. I thought I saw Beowulf on. Did I miss that? I keep pulling the wrong thread and I'm pulling them apart. So we are going to lick and stick. I'm letting someone know I'm streaming now. If they're interested, they can come join us. One of my game friends. Okay, so again, we have our, I can figure out where my camera is. We have our loop, so we can do our loop lock again. And we're gonna see if we can't finish off. There's like 6 stitches or so. And flip it over, find our loop here, and catch it, and that's our lock. And then we will finish crossing all of these and see what our next collar is going to be tonight. We've got some fill-in we can do, because we're kind of swinging back around our collar scheme as we've increased our foundation around. We're able to reach some new extensions here. Okay, so that will be our last stitch here. Now really, what's interesting is from the collars we've already put in, we could probably finish this tentacle because we've already used them, but now that we have extended our reach, we have a foundation to work off of. So we're going to go ahead and run our thread under and cut off this string because we are done. And actually, I don't see any more of this purple around. And we're going to go under 4 maybe. Oh boy, it's being difficult. Come on, give me a 4th one. There's 4. We're going to leave it at that. And we are going to clip it close, but not too close, because we don't want to take out our stitches. And let's see what we can get into next here. Okay, so we could start a new color, or we could go back around and start adding in some colors we've already done. And kind of finish them up in this area down here. Although I should probably fix this while I'm at it. Because something is definitely screwy here. Let's check this. That's our 3. 3 and 1. 4 and 1. 2. 3 overlap and 2. Out. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 5 singles. Diagonal down 2. This was supposed to be 4. 2, 1, 1, 3 and 1. So that would actually bring that down 1. Yeah, something's still wrong. I'll have to figure that out later. But I know this part is right. At least I hope it is. But what I could do, I'm going to go ahead and start a different color, because it's going to be kind of a check and balance to kind of attach this and link it up here. So that will make sure we are really in sync here. And our new color is bum-ba-da-da, Deep Violet. I think we tried to do this the last time and I got vetoed. So we're going to do some Deep Violet, and particularly in this area to make sure that we are all completely lined up where we need to be. Wow, I cut a long piece the last time I did this one. This will be fun to work with. And you smack it with your finger, which is going to separate our threads. We're going to pull. We're going to do the accordion on the back end, and it's going to spring out when it's loose. And there's our spring. We'll just throw that to the side there. This piece is really, really long. Really long. We're going to lick and stick, get our needle all loaded up. Except for, I like doing it the other way around, my fingers work. Nice collar, thank you. It's pretty vivid. It's got more of a blue tint to it. Okay, so we are going to put in our first stitch, and I think we're going to, we'll start here up the top, work our way down, and then bring it back up. And then we can shoot in this direction because it goes off that way. So we're going to wrap it down, make sure that we're in line, bring it back up, and then shoot out. And it looks like there are 2 here, so we're going to go ahead and get our first stitch in. This is really a long piece of floss, so I may be bumping the heck out of my project because I have a desk right underneath me. So that might make it just a little bit difficult. Okay, so There's the second. Basically, most of this is just all filled in. We're going to start down here. Actually, we're going to be doing some bouncing around here as I fill this in, but yet try to leave us one path on our way up. This really is a long piece of thread. I don't know what I was thinking when I cut this the last time. I can't even remember what I was doing. I think I was doing the mandala snail when I used this last. They both have about the same color theme. I'm catching it on my fingers on the back end, which is kind of interesting. So we're going to go ahead and stitch over and X this because I'm going to be doing a diagonal stitch here. Oh, see, when you get really long pieces, you can get knots easy too, so. So on my way back, I would have undone that stitch. So we don't want to do that. Or at least it would have made it hard for me to put that stitch in. Not hard, just different. And I don't want to have to remember it. So we are filling in all of these holes with this orange here. So we're stair-stepping up. So yes, if anybody's here who has not, I appreciate the click of a follow. I need at least one more to make affiliate. So we are doing good, filling in this tentacle here. Seems I need to take another drink. So if you take a drink every time my butler says something, we'll all be hydrated. Yep, this looks like this is going to stair step down now. Okay, excuse me, my arm is itching. That's where had that COVID shot. I don't know if that means something or not. Well, thank you for the lurk tree. I appreciate it. I'll take every second of that lurk, my dear. Hope you're playing something fun before you have to go to work. I just think purple and orange look so good together. So again, I'm going to stitch this one diagonal. And then I will continue to fill this in. And this is where, after I finish these last, looks like 3 stitches or so, then I'm going to start working my way down, and we're going to get that line of basically measurement that I'm looking for and hoping isn't a identifier of another screw up. Or I'll try a different area and I'll be doing a lot of off-stream frogging. Okay, so we're doing one here. And 2 sets of diagonal 2s. So I'm going to go ahead and X that. And there's no back stitching or outlining in this design either. Which isn't really typical, but there are some like that. This being a mandala, they're utilizing the color changes to let your eye flow. So there's one. That's our second set. And then we go to two sets of 3 diagonal down. So we're going to go ahead and X our bottom one here. We'll go down 3. Doing the 2-hand pass-through makes stitching just a little faster, but I am monitoring the floss on the back, so you can see when it's on the top, I'm kind of putting my fingers here on the floss so that it doesn't twirl and tie up. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. I'm kind of doing the same thing on the back, which is why I keep catching my finger. So this is the second set of 3 going down. Then we're doing another set of 2. No overlapping here, they're exactly diagonal. This will be our 2, and then we have a 3. Got a little knot on the back there. I was able to pull it. Okay, so now we got our next set of 3 diagonals. We're getting close. Let's hope this lines up. I can't tell quite yet. There's 3. And now we are going to go right next to it. It looks right so far. 1, 2, 3. Looks like we should be able to fit 6 here. And I think, yep, we're going to be able to fit 6 here. So we are in line, at least to this point, with the base part of our octopus. Alright, so that lined up. We're going to continue on. We've got 3. And they are kind of overlapped there. And we go down 3. And then one beside, and we go down 1 level. And I'm going to untwirl my, or twirl my needle a little bit to get some of that twist out, so we don't get another knot. So then we are going to do 3 here, and then work our way back up around, crossing these, because it all worked out perfectly. Doesn't always work like that, but we are happy when it does. Which means our big problem is going to be this. There's something here, and I think it's more than just that one stitch, because that would only bring that down 1, and I think we have a bigger problem with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well maybe not. So that bring it down across 7. but it looks like it should be down 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10th one. 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10th one. And those two are lined up. Yep, not quite sure there. We're going to go ahead and work our way back up. But this is what happens when you do counted. You find mistakes, and you can't do it perfectly. I mean, maybe somebody can, but it's counting these little tiny squares. My eyes aren't the best. They're not bad, but they're not the best. So we've been having some nice days here in Ohio. Don't know how the weather's been around anybody else who might be here. Because, you know, Twitch says I have 1 viewer, but I know that I have at least 2. So it counts off. We're going to continue stitching up here, get these X'd out, and then we're going to shoot off down the other tentacle. So you can really see, it's kind of nice seeing the attachment of the tentacle to the body now. I noticed when I finished stitching the other night, I had quite a bit of colored pencil coloring in to do on our graph. It was kind of interesting to see that basically one of our tentacles is done. And actually what we've done tonight is going to finish off the second one, which is this here. Not quite sure where the rest of us, oh, it goes that direction. So I guess it isn't completely done. It's like, I'm not quite sure where that goes. Which that means that is the tip. Over here. That means that is all one tentacle. So now we see where that goes, or I do, finally. And I left enough stitches to get me up through this orange, so that's good. Sometimes it gets just a little hard to see, so my eyes are going just a little googly here. I cannot tell if I X those or not. It doesn't look like I did. Okay, so I'm going to be bringing something in front of the camera here. Oh, you can see the magnifying glass. Okay. So I'm basically using the magnifying glass real quick. I did not, so that's good to know. Okay. Didn't look like I did, but I started doubting myself there for a minute. Because I thought, why would I do that? That doesn't make sense. Obviously, didn't need to make sense. I didn't think they looked like they were completed. That's kind of interesting that you guys could see through the magnifying glass. Never thought to try that before. And I really stitched across there. That's a little too far. I think my needle slipped. Okay, so we're actually getting through this pretty quickly. We're going to be on the other side and shooting down that other tentacle any moment now. Looks like we got about 7-8 stitches left. Yep. And we're not going to have to run too far before we put down our next stitch. Short jump, but not over an inch, so we're good. But I will definitely need some more floss to finish out the next section. And that's the last stitch going in right there. And then we are going to do our little hop. It is going to be right here. And this is going to shoot down this other tentacle. So we're going to continue with our half stitches to get us down the line. I'll move out just a little so that I keep this in camera. And then we go up one. It's like a little circle there. Looks like we're going to be making almost little circles. And another little hop to here. Looks like it's going to be the bottom side of all of these. These look like little suction cups too. And then another hop. Yep, these are curving the bottom of all of these little suction cups. So we're going to get some more definition on this one for sure. Looks like these little mauve parts that come down is going to have a set of 3 or 4 at them. There it goes, 3 there. The next one is going to have, looks like 3 again. I guess it's a good thing that I use such a long piece of thread because, boy, it's eating it up now. Quite a bit of this color in this design. So now there is a set of 4. It's 3 and then out 1. Yes, there is a space in our design, so that's measured correctly. And there's 2 spaces there, and we're going to do 2. We are really getting to the end of our floss here. We're going to have another set. Looks like we're going to have 3 here. So we're going to walk this one up. And this is going to show us our curlicue at the ends just a little bit more. It's going to expand it. Just a little bit of twist in our floss. So we're going to twirl our needle to take that out. So there's 3. And right here, we're going to do another 3, but they're kind of going to be in an angle. Unless we pull the thread out. And I'm going to bring it up here to the top so we can thread our needle again. Might have to clip that. That's a little frayed there. Oh, maybe I'll get it. Yep, I'm going to get it. Okay, so let's try this again. What was I doing? 3. So there's our 3. And then we got quite a few coming up here. If I can figure out where they go. Ooh. That's the 3. That's so we are going to start it right here. Yep, that will work. We're going to continue the rest of this section, and then we're going to go ahead and bury our floss and get a new string, because we are at the end of this rope. Boy, I can't believe everybody's not here tonight. They're sleeping. Okay, so there is our 5. Maybe I'll do just a little bit more. I got a few stitches left on this. At least that'll bring, we'll go ahead and end it there. I am de-velcroing myself. And we are going to run it under, wow, this is a popular area. Run it under at least 4, 5 or 6. All right. We're going to go ahead and clip that, and I think I don't know if I have one more piece already cut. I have 2. Okay. So we're going to have to take these apart, which is going to give us our accordion on the back side. That's going to spring out right about now. Didn't spring too much, but it'll be ready for the next area if we need it. There's still quite a bit of this collar in here, so I think we're gonna get onto that piece of thread. So I'm just trying to line this up. So for our lick and stick, there we go. And straighten it out here. But we're going to have our loop, so it's going to get caught on my finger there, so that we can do our loop lock again. And we were over here. So we'll start that stitch, flip to the back, catch our loop with our needle. Got that loop on there. And then that's going to give us our lock. Flip it over and we are ready to go again. And hopefully my neck rig isn't going to get in the way of the camera angle. It might. No, it looks like it'll be okay. So we do 2, then we come down 1, and looks like we're going to do a total of 5, but at the third one we're going to add 1 up. Hi Knox, how are you, my dear? I had fun playing Beats, but now you gotta help me like figure out all that other stuff. You did pretty good keeping up with Goose there, though. Yeah, you will. You just have to tell me when you're free to do it. We'll have to schedule a time. Otherwise, you'll be waiting forever for me to get on there. I don't get on there unless I know someone's there to... We've made arrangements to play. You're free anytime. Yeah, but you're free anytime at Australian time. Oh, okay. Well, see, I think I have some time tomorrow when I get off work, but that would be at 2:30. And I don't know what that is your time. Right now it's 9 o'clock p.m. So now we're going to start this little loopy factor over here. Yeah, 2:30 p.m. But that's my time. I'd have to open up the app on my phone to figure out the conversion to goose time. Eastern time zone, United States. So we've got our 3. We're doing our second set of 3 here. Drop down and do 2 going in. We're starting to get a twist in our floss, so we're going to go ahead and twist our needle a little bit. Get that out of there. I do not want to knot with all of this floss. And bring that down and go out 2, which will bring us right up against that orange. So here's a question. Am I going to have to hook it up to the computer? does look like my rig might be getting in the way a little bit. Not too bad yet. Okay. Do I use the charge cord then? Because that's got the USB to USB-C, correct? Okay, so here's our little loopy-loo I told you about. Kind of interesting that his tentacles are doing all these loops. I guess he's really happy. And then we're gonna shoot out 4 diagonal and then X our way back. We're doing 4. And then Xing our way back. Okay, well, I don't have a Samsung, so that's probably going to be a problem for me. We might have to wait until I can get a USB to USB-C. I don't think I have any USB to USB-Cs. What about an iPhone? Are they a USB to USB-C? I don't know what they are. iPhone is USB to Lightning. Okay. I didn't think it was, but I was hopeful. Did you hear the spring of hope in my voice there? I'll probably have to Amazon one, because I don't think I have one. In fact, I know I don't have one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, when I get one, I will let you know, and then we will set up a time. But it will likely have to be a 2:30 time slot, uh, which is as soon as I get off work, but before the old lady takes a nap. So I'll let you know, and then you can set your 6:30 a.m. alarm. Type-C connector. I have no idea. I think, I think it does, actually. I'll have to look here in a minute. I believe it has a lightning and or not a lightning, a USB-C. I believe it does. And then I could use the USB-C to USB-C connector from the Oculus over to the laptop. I believe it does. I'll have to look at that. So we are untwisting our floss again so we don't get a knot as we work our way back up. Okay. Well, that's going to be excellent information because I will look real quick. Yeah, I think I got that. I'll look after the stream because I have to get up and get a light and everything. I see it. Yeah, I got it. Hey, I'm going to charge you with one thing tonight. Do you see what my followers is at? Uh-huh. I need one more. One more. Yep. Goose had Eric the Emu follow me. That brought me to 49. I need my Nox bot. I cannot get that. Oh, Miss Knox, okay. I got... Z. Guess what? But be good. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want Smurf accounts just so that I can get it. That's not what I'm looking for. I want to keep a little bit of ethics. So we are working our way back here, and I'd have to think where we're gonna jump next. He's got some up on his head. I think we'll jump over there next. Oh, we did get Mrs. Knox. Well, thank you, Mrs. Knox, for getting us up to our 50. Let's see what our thing says now. Oh, I forgot I gotta end the stream first. Well, we're not ending it yet. I'm still stitching. Well, thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Knox. That gets me my affiliate as long as I can keep my stream totals up over 3 viewers. But I hear it's a rolling 30-day period, so that was nice to hear that I wouldn't be losing. Yeah, for some reason I thought that after 30 days it'd like disappear or something. And you had to start all over, and I thought, well shoot, I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna make it at that rate. Yeah, so yeah, Goose explained that like the 30 days just kind of shifts. So the first of the 30 days drops off, and then your next day adds on. So a rolling 30 days. I'm like, all right, well that'll work fine. Because when you start out, you don't have that many people to begin with. Boy, his little tentacle is going to be kind of fat. Okay, I need a drink. I don't think I've been listening to my butler. Yes, thank you very much, Miss Knox. Kudos for Miss Knox, everybody. Got me to my affiliate 50. So I'm doing cross stitch, so it's not like a gamer. Like you're probably, if you follow like your Mr. Knox. But he's been watching my stitching, so that's cool. We're expanding his horizons. I didn't even know they had all this on Twitch, so I've been learning. I just took a drink. That's funny. I'll take another one. Let me say my coffee might actually be cool enough now. And then I'm going to run out of floss, so it looks like we'll be able to go ahead and bury this and then jump over to his head. I'll bring him down so we can see what he looks like, because we haven't seen an overview for a little while. Alright. We'll run this under at least 4, 5 or 6 as you feel comfortable. And then I'll flip him over. I'll take a look at him as I get the next piece of floss ready to be loaded up. So this is what we look like at this point. There. So he's really coming along. And I'm just getting the thread lined up in the background here. Nothing too interesting. You've seen 100 times. No, I haven't. I have asked, I want to get the light table in here and see how it's going to fit on a graph, if it's something I can do, because I've only translated a few pieces, but I did take and print it, so you can see my hand. Well, let me get the ruler out. Shoot, I could do that real quick. The actual image itself, and this is inches, by the way, looks to be about 6.5 by 6. But I don't know if you want the black background around, if you want it a square, which of course is easier than circles. But I want to see how this translates onto a grid. Your color scheme is pretty darn simple, so no background, just the red. That will make it easy. But I want to see how it translates onto a grid. Um, so I've asked for the light table. I have it in the craft room. Um, you know, and actually when it's all, this is going to take the most time. Straight back and forth stitching is actually pretty easy. Or you could even use black fabric and just stitch the rest of it on black fabric. That's always an option. And then the question is, do you want it on fabric, or I have vinyl weave and it's black, but I don't know what you plan on doing with it. If you plan on framing it, if you want it on vinyl, or if you want it on fabric like we're doing our octopus on. But I do have both black fabric and black vinyl weave. Okay, so I don't want to get Velcroed quite yet. Okay, so I want to figure out where we're going on his head. Yeah. Looks like with our lime green. So once I get the okay, stitching it into your chair, so you're gonna want fabric. All right. Yeah, so like I said, let me get the light table and transpose it onto the graph grid, and then I will know more. It's not a real difficult design like some of this with all this jumping around in color, which makes things more difficult. So I don't think it'll be interesting to do too. And that's kind of the big thing. If I'm not interested in it, I'm not going to want to do it. I've already accepted doing one of those before, and that was horrible. And I just unthreaded my needle. Do you see that? Now I can't get that thread in my mouth. Okay. So because I unthreaded my needle, I have to thread it again. And we are going to go ahead, and this is going to be diagonal stitches on his head, and I'm going to go ahead and move my light so that I can get this up here. These are going to be diagonal stitches, and they're going to be quite a number of them, so I'm going to be doing these one at a time and Xing them as we go. It's just going to make it easier, especially when we're talking about diagonal stitches, because your first stitch is going to go in, and if I were to work the next stitch, I would have to work it backwards each time, back and forth, or I'm just going to repeatedly pull that thread in and out of that same hole, and that doesn't get you anywhere. So with these being diagonal, looks like there's 6 of them diagonally. Does Mrs. Knox do any crafts? Miss Knox, are you with us? Do you do any crafts? I don't have to ask your husband. So that's our 4th one. She does not. Okay. And that's fine too. And here's our 6th one. You'd like to though. Well, there is you can start out with some of the printed cross stitches to get you started if you were interested in cross stitching. I mean, there's so many different crafts out there. So this is going to go I started out with the printed. Well, that should be interesting looking. Queen Snail in VR. Ah, that's scary. It sounds like a horror film. You have this big needle. It's coming to get you. It's coming to get you. Tell me when you're in there and I'll just go. Virtual reality. I'm getting poked in the eye with a needle. Okay, so it looks like we're doing 5 on our way back. And these are, of course, diagonals the whole way. I kind of do way too many crafts. I make jewelry, I crochet, cross stitch, I know how to quilt, I don't know, I just kind of paint. Nothing like artist paint, but like toy painting. Okay, I thought this felt different. It's like, why is that all the way down there? So this is our 4th one. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. I know I'm bouncing this all over the place. And then we are going to do another 5, it looks, going up. But it will be going up from our 2nd position on our lime green here. So you see we're making little stripes on his head. And that is 2. You're there on the headset. Here comes the needle. You're like, whatever. That wasn't that scary. It's out of focus. So this is 4. And then our next row is only going to have 3, and then we are done with this section. Yeah! Oh, I'm a mod! I did that a little while ago. I said just be good. You've been here and helping me out. Might as well give you some ability to help me out. So, the next one is 3. And then we are going to go ahead and run this under. Okay, good boy tech support mod. Oh, that is way off. I don't know what I was thinking there. I'm thinking I'm looking at this crooked, so I can't tell where I'm supposed to put the needle. I still need to figure out how to add that display capture. But I'm telling you, something's wrong. Because every time I do it, it's a black screen. So I want to get Goose to help me with that. I've tried hitting source, that just is not working. Okay, his stripes are done in that area. I can see where we can jump and get a few in here. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm wondering if I want to cut it or if I want to run, jump, stitch it. I would need to go to here, which is well over an inch. Let's see if I can run, jump, stitch it. Which basically means, oh, it looks like I can. I could run it under these and then just jump and start stitching. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, because I would have to run it under to cut it anyhow. So I'm just kind of doing the same thing, but instead of cutting it, I'm just going to run it under a number of stitches and jump to the other area and start stitching. I said something, you didn't pick up on it. Because I know I said be good, just be good. That was my caveat. I think you were trying to get Miss Knox, so. Okay, so we have run under and we jump down here, so we are going to start stitching at this point. I'm going to go ahead and attach my rig up. Oh, I hit my camera. I'm sorry. So we're going to do 3. Come down. Put in 3 more. Oh, these are all sets of 3. Oh, I'm going to have to move this box under here because my knee is hurting. I'm going to test out my coffee. Ah, perfect. Perfect. So that would be 3, 3. Okay. I'm going to come back 1. And there are 4 rows of 3 after this. Well, sorry. 3 rows. There's a total of 5. So have you played any more beats? So how do you type if you're in VR? With your sabers and like a point and click kind of thing? That kind of be slow going. Well, I know my back kind of ached after I got done playing. I thought, oh boy, I really overdid it when I laid down. And I got up this morning and I thought, well, I hardly went to sleep. I only slept a few hours, but my back was kind of achy. It wasn't painful. I didn't have any back spasms, so that's good. But I have to wait a few days. Physical therapy had said, start, 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, we did an hour almost. And wait a few days and see if I have any pains that come up. And then I can continue on at that and increase. You can multitask in your headset when moderating the stream. Okay. So what time is it there for you now? So it's like 9:30 p.m. here. Okay, so we got that little part finished. I'm not sure what we want to do next. I thought I had some mauve in here. Let's see what that symbol is. I can't see the light. Okay, so we could do a gold color, it looks like. That's on his head. Oh, and sprinkle just about everywhere. Okay. What is that color? I think we're going to try doing some of the gold. So we are going to go ahead and run this. Oh, I'm going to Velcro myself. We will run our needle under, and then we will see about getting this gold color. We don't have a gold per se. We got yellow. Okay. We have that run under. 1:30. Okay, so that's afternoon for you. So you are 8 hours behind me, but on the next day. So it's Monday at 1:30. I believe is right. Six. Doop, doop, doop. Okay. This is going to be interesting to find this color because I'm not seeing it. Oh, did I not pack this collar? Kind of hard to stitch a color if you don't have it. Haha, I don't have it. Well, alrighty then. Make sure. Well, you don't go there. I'm messing in my box here, so just give me a minute. Something is not making sense. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I'm missing a color, so I will have to choose something else until I can get that. What is this? Yep, nope, it's not here. Okay, so what is this color? Oh, we could do that. So this is a rust collar. You know who Running Tree is. He's lurking. He said that he would lurk for me. He's probably, well, I know he has to go to work, so he's probably, well, he's probably gone. Come to think about it. We're pretty close to it. Yeah, you'd have to go into the craft, that big charcoal half box thing. I'm looking for 677. Yeah, Grandma Snail actually is looking to come to the rescue. She's gonna go look in my boxes for that collar. She's watching stream and she heard me say, oh, I don't have that collar. Well, hopefully it will be there. And if not, that means it'll be within another project somewhere. Okay, but in the meantime, we can go ahead and start on the rust. It won't kill us to start in this. Yes, Grandma Snail is here. Oh, and into Bug. Do you want to be famous again, Bug? Bug Bug. Say hi to everybody. Hi, Bug. This is Lily Bug. Lily. Hi, Lily Bug. She's a good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl. There's a fan down there. So she's like, what is this? Huh, Bug Bug. Lily. Lily. Say hi. I'm cute. Yeah, this is Lily Bug. Oh, here comes Ivy Bell. Or not. So they're sisters, and yes, this is your puppy. They're sisters, and they don't look completely alike. Ivy. Nope, she's gone. Okay, well that was short-lived. They turned 2 January 1st. They are actually New Year babies. Did we find it? Yep, that's what I need. Let's see. It should be in this one. So let us see. I said it was, yeah. So we're looking. It's missing. So it is in, I don't have it. Oh man, I have to go to the craft store, everybody. Darn. That's funny. It's a rough day. Gotta go to the craft store. Wow. So before we can continue, well, and actually I need to, I have a thing on my phone. It's called, it's actually a cool app. Actually, I need to see if it's here. So this is called Cross Stitcher. And so I have my inventory, and I can see if I have it in my inventory. Well, supposedly I have 3 of them. Huh. Okay, well I don't get to go to the craft store, but I get to go deep diving to see where it might be. So it shows me what colors I have, the number, the color, and how many skeins of it I have. So, supposedly I have it, so I will have to go diving to see where I have it stashed. Yes, my puppies are adorable. All puppies are adorable, but they're rotten. But they are New Year babies. They just turned 2 this last New Year. So we're going to go ahead and continue working our rust collar here. And I'll probably have to readjust this because I moved it for puppy. We're going to come over here. So I'm going to get us started and flip us so we can do our lock stitch. But Running Tree piped up as soon as he saw his puppies. We tell him that we go, your boy's going to be coming, and they get all excited. He's been known to all of our animals as their boy. They own him. Oh, my nose is just in, guys, sorry. No, I was not picking my nose either. It's on the outside. Okay, so we're doing 2. Before next stream, I will have our sand color. I will find it, but you know, we're not streaming again until next Friday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 8 p.m. Maybe I'll put a surprise stream in there if I get bored. Or if I really just want to work on my octopus, which is more likely. So we are actually, by putting this in, we are completing the tail end of this tentacle. It seems kind of early to be saying we're completing sections, but we are. I remember trying to put this color in earlier, and I'm like, oh, that's not the color I wanted. So this is going to go all the way across. Can't believe, I'm trying to think of where that could be, because usually I write it down. That probably means it's in my backup bag. So we are going to go up and then pick up a diagonal and then work our way back down. Yeah, I don't have a puppy cam, but if I get a chance to show them on stream, I likely will. Lily likes to come in here and lay on her pillow beside me. Oh, thank you. I'm ignoring. I have to keep my fluids up. Thank you, Knox. I knew I would eventually start, like, not looking at the long text. That's why I said Snail needs a reminder, because I knew I would see that long text and just, oh, it's the butler, I don't need to read it. He's probably saying something about Discord or whatever. we're going to do our 3, and then we're going to stitch this all back up. And we're going to have to run it under and jump to another section, because this is kind of peppered around. But that's what our little tentacle loop is going to look like, because this tip is done. I still have to take a picture of my sun and moon and post it. I try to do that on Facebook, and I'll be putting it in my Discord as well. But I try to do that every the beginning of every month, so you can see how much I actually got done. I smell bleach. I like this song. Oh, but I think I said this last time. I need to keep track, so if I hear this, I know I'm going on close to 2 hours. Because it always falls in the same spot. Yeah, so, get this. So, I got this warning that I used copyright material. And so they blocked out like 40 seconds of my video, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I pay that Monster Cat Gold $5 a month to use their, you know, stream-able music, and it's on Streamer Safe, so I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I don't play any other sounds, but it said if I that I could dispute it, but if I did, then they would review my video, and if they did in fact find something, then they could, you know, move forward with further action. I'm like, okay, I'm not quite sure what that means. But I'm trying to do things the right way. Just don't understand what I did wrong. But I'm a little afraid to ask. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut there. Let's see, is there another small area? There is. So we have cut on both sides. So this is how, remember how I tell you if you do the lock stitch you can't show your piece. But if you are stitching and you might show your piece, you're going to have cut in on both sides, because you're going to take 2 pieces out and, you know, then cut. So they're going to be cut ends on both sides. So you're going to figure out where you're going to start working. And I'm going to start working here. So I'm going to stick my needle in. I'm going to flip it over and then run it under stitches, because now I don't have a loop to lock down. So I'm forced to run under stitches and bury at the beginning. It's not going to cooperate. And this I usually do about 6 when I'm starting, because you kind of want it to be in there good. I'm going to bring it to about the beginning of that stitch. Now when I flip this over, I'm going to put in my first stitch, and it is going to go right here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be careful, because if I just pull this, I'm going to pull it right out from underneath those stitches, right? So I'm going to pull gently, and I'm going to feel a slight hesitation, and very gently. And that means that I have all of the extra, and I'm going to be careful on this stitch too. You don't want to do it too tight, or it's still going to be enough pressure to pull it out. After you get that first stitch in, then you're okay to pull as you normally would, and it won't yank out. Unless you're really vicious, then you can still pull it out. So we've got the one, so we're going to have a little bit of a highlight here. Get our drink like our butler says. I think I have a sneeze getting ready to come on. That'll be loud, watch your ears. Okay, so we got 3. Okay, I'll see you later. Practice up. I'll be ready in about 3 days. Oh, I'll check that. As soon as I get off stream, I will check that port. It's actually still up on my screen. And if I have it, then I will meet you at 2:30 tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I don't have, I better check my schedule. Make sure I don't have anything on it. It's the 1st. Yes, I can meet you at 2:30 tomorrow. And we can get me all set up for whatever. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and do our... Did I go up too high? Nope. We're filling in this 3 here. I'll probably just finish this top section with this rust. I'll probably finish off this thread so we can start fresh next time. So we're doing our 3. And we're doing another 3, but this time it's going to go the other direction. So instead of going down and to the right, we're going to be going down and to the left. And then I'll look and see where we're going to go next, because I still have some floss left here. Gotta use it. Okay, we're going down and doing 2. Stitch those back. And I think I'm going to have to count out because there's a spacing here. So we will do it the easy way and count down. Okay, so from here we're doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. to check this. So right in line there. There's our one purple, two of one color, two of another color, and then a rust. So that is correct. So we are doing 3. And then we are going to work it back. And I'm probably going to go down because that's the shorter end. That's going to be diagonal 2. Yes, diagonal 2. And then a diagonal 1. We're doing a diagonal 2. And diagonal 1s 3 times. So there is 1, 2, and 3. And then we work it back up. Don't think I'm going to have enough thread to work it completely. We can hope. Because that'd just be kind of nice, but maybe. Gonna be close. I don't think so. It's a little too close. I don't think I can get 2 stitches out of this. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna try. Let's see if I can get that to the end just a little bit more. I may be able to do it. It's gonna be rough. Okay, we got it, ladies and gentlemen. And then we are going to go ahead and run that under the back. Try not to lose our thread when I pull it through. Push it down the needle so I have a little bit of room to work with. I'm going to run it under there. And there we go. We barely had any thread there. That was good. Take my rig off here so we can see what our octopus looks like tonight for end of stream. There you go. He's looking pretty good. We now have this loopy-loo done. That's a nice color. Let's see, what else did we get done tonight? A lot of our lining to get us lined up, filling in. Looks good. So I'm going to see who we have out there streaming. And I'm going to try not to drop you into the middle of space. I did fairly well the last time, so we're going to hope that I can do it again. who is on? Really? No one is on. So the only thing I have is a game or music. So I'm going to go ahead and throw you in music. And this is Monster Cat. So I hope you all have a good evening, and I will see you next weekend, and we will continue on our beautiful little octopus here, and I will talk to you later. Bye, friends.